These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now, these two teams have met a total of 15 times starting back in 1997. Of course, remember, Baltimore was moved from Cleveland by owner Art Modell back in 1996, so they didn't have a team prior to that, but they met in 97, 15 times since then. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
You got nothing today. It was 154.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he Is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Hey, kill. 47. Get the ball. 51's Mike. Mike 51.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Prescott off play action. Open man is lost, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the...
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. The first down carry by Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's see what you got.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they come up now second and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. To throw is Wilson. That's caught by Jackson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
On third and goal, Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Julio Jones there to make the grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now. Hurry. 52, by 52.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and a much better case of what we're going to do.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's Prescott. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. John Ross, 69 yards. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start on the ground with Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Elliott. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Fair. 26 Mike. I'm coming after you.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. It's caught. Jones. And out across midfield down to the 45. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check 13.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well. I'll go special. 26 Mike. Let's go. 26 Mike. Hey, me and you all day. Listen.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
26 Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from...
And this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. DK Metcalf. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. They'll indeed go for him with Wilson. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Gun. Yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, Mike 51, Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This from 42 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check nine. We're going to 54. 126.
Balaj. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Going to 54. Going to 54. Wait. Check. 26.
Here's Bryce Love getting his inaugural NFL carry. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick back in 2016, started all 48 games in his first 3 years in the NFL, and now making start number 49 to kick off 2019. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, that's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Go back. 47. Back up. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Switch it.
To the air again, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. Here's Love again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
At the 13-yard line.
To try again after the sack. Prescott looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Mike 5-4.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And this is going to be intercepted. Good position. It's picked off.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Here we go, 46, 46. 51 to Mike. Here we go, 51. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
1st and 10 at the 45.
Prescott now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And
that's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
We're going to 53. Let's go. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. On first down, Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Ravens on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
He'll find Metcalf. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. The Dolphins on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Over the middle, complete. That's Love. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that two-point attempt.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach? There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
58, boys, 58. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. One last shot for Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down.
And now I'm listening to you.